Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game that we're making. When we last left off, we were setting up the sequence of events that take place after defeating the final boss. And it's kind of going to be a panicky situation, so of course I changed the editor theme to the calmest song in the entire game. Or at the very least the second calmest song in the entire editor. So, what am I doing here? Well, we got these rocks that are kind of coming down. And then there's going to be some explosions. Oh, wait. They fall down 3 spaces. And then there's going to be some explosions. And at this point, the music's going to be changing to this song. At which point, we're going to default the screen back to its regular position, and at that point the player regains control. First things first though, we need to make sure that these flames stay away, or rather the rocks don't disappear. Also that the flames still stay away though. Yeah, that's kind of important. So I'm going to create a new switch then. We're going to be making switch number 23. I'm going to call it Flames Stay Away. So at the end of this, switch on 23. And 23 is going to be the flames staying away. Actually, it's going to have some other effects as well, but that's the first purpose. The second purpose is going to be making sure that the boss fight doesn't repeat. And the third purpose is going to involve these swords down here. So I'm going to actually remove the duplication of them, because these swords are going to kind of come to life at the end of all this stuff that is happening. And as you escape, you're going to have to kind of evade them. So let's start by having one here. And as soon as 23 gets turned on, it's going to start kind of moving left and right. So you're going to have to step around it. Is this one of those rocks? Yeah, it's one of those rocks. It would land in the sword's path, so I kind of don't want that there. And I'll put it here. So that'll be kind of moving back and forth. At the end here, I also want this sword to be chasing after you. In fact, what I'm going to want to do here, I kind of want 2 of them to be chasing after you. So how do I want this set up? Well, I need to create some invisible graphics here, like so. That way these swords cannot get all the way to you. They will kind of be blockaded by this string of events. So what I'm going to do, this one's going to be chasing. And so will this one. And there's going to be one here that's also going to be chasing. But it's only going to be one that you're dealing with. Oh, not duplicate. I don't know why I put these here, because I need to be able to put a sword there. fact, this is kind of in the way. Let's get it less in the way. So this one will be chasing you, but won't be able to go past that blockade. And then right here... it's probably going to be one that goes left and right. So, without actually scripting them yet, I just want to see what it looks like having this all set up. I don't have to refight the final boss, I can just exit the fight. So, exit. Oh yeah, the door. I'm going to have to set that so that it kind of remains open. Well, in any case, let's go ahead and kind of wander down, see what all the rubble and stuff is look like. Oh, that's something else I'm going to need to do. I'm going to want to disable the random encounters for this escape. Are you one of them that chases? I forget. Yeah, you're one of them that chases. So do I want these two here? No, probably not these two here, because that kind of makes it a little difficult to get around you. And then get around these guys, and you know, I probably want the player to actually be able to reach the exit. Yeah. I'll go ahead and fix that. So let's fix that first. Get rid of that. Now, where was the one that was kind of sitting in the way? Was it this one? Yeah. That was kind of sitting in the way, so don't put that there. Meanwhile, back up here, we're going to want to have this set to 23 as well. Do not start when the player does anything to you. And I think I want these rocks to fall faster. Alright, now let's see how this actually looks. Oh, I still haven't set it up so that the encounters are turned off. Yeah, I kind of want to fix that. Just holding a circle, kind of getting a look at all this. I know the speed of these things doesn't really matter, but I think I also kind of want to, set the chasers to be more zoomy, for lack of a better word, with their movements. You're still moving slow. You're the chaser? Yeah, you're the chaser, so be quick about your chasing. And before I forget, at the end of this fight, game system. Monster off. I'm pretty sure that'll disable random encounters and not the encounters with the swords that I'm getting ready to set up. Also, let me look at this one right here again. I want the player to kind of be able to get around you, so you know what? Have a rock sitting over here. And also move this rock up a space, because it's kind of hidden behind the pedestal here, and it's like, well, in that case, what's the point? Alright. So with that taken care of, I believe the escape sequence is properly set up. Let's actually create this monster that we're supposed to fight as we're escaping. It's going to be a sword. Where is the sword? There it is. It's going to be a flame sword. Which way should it be facing? Kind of want it to be consistent with these. Okay, it's facing down to the right. Lantis is asking what else is on the to-do list before I'm willing to consider this finished. Well, we gotta get the escape sequence, we gotta get the ending. I also want to have a bit of opening dialogue at the start of the game. Not very much, just a little. And then, after everything is all set up, I'm gonna do one final test run of the game. So I probably won't be done in this stream, but I think I'll be done in the next stream. So I'm looking forward to that. Alright, in regards to the stats, oh boy. Well, first things first, it's going to be Fire Elemental, of course. And this thing is actually going to be immune to all magic. Well, at the very least, all elements, because it's a sword. And it's only going to have one attack. It's going to inflict damage. It's going to be a fire elemental attack. I'm not going to create any special effect for it because this attack is going to be called I'm on fire. How much damage would this cause, I wonder? Now I'll go easy on the player since they just defeated the final boss and are trying to just get out of this place. $30, 25, yeah. We'll say 25. Hits one person. That should be good. And as for how much health it's going to have, well, it's a sword, so it's probably going to have pretty high defense. Likely higher defense than any other enemy. So higher than 40, probably like 50 then. It's made out of metal after all. It's going to be the slowest enemy because it's a sword. Not going to worry about attack. It's going to have complete immunity because it's a sword. And not going to have any experience or coins. So that basically just leaves how much health it's going to have. Probably not a whole lot since it's going to be immune to magic for the most part. Do I even have a non-elemental spell in this game? I'm not sure that I do. So don't need to give it very much health. Probably like 100. I mean, odds are the player's gonna avoid all of these anyway, so this is more like a punishment if they happen to run into one. Let's go with 80 to start, and see how that works out. Oh, actually there was something else I wanted to do. Let me do that real quick. Wanted to have one more screen shake before the explosions. This one without a sound effect. Don't have to fight you, so goodbye. And now starts the escape. You can walk on that? That's weird. I'll keep that in mind. You know, it occurs to me that I'm doing this test and I haven't actually set them up to do anything. So that's a pretty easy escape. So what I would want to do is start by having the event disappear. That way it disappears before the battle rather than while after the battle is still fading in. Something like that. You'll have to trust me on it. So, sword. And once it disappears... Actually, let's change the event graphic to the invisible one so that the swords can't, like, step on top of each other and interfere with each other. So do that, and then unable to execute once it's defeated. Basically, the idea here is whenever it disappears before the battle, that means that it's already disappeared while the screen is fading in after the battle, rather than the screen fade in and then it disappears. Okay, so basically just going to copy paste this script to every sword here. And since they don't give any experience or money, the player has no reason to fight them all. Unless they just feel like wasting time. Which you never know with some people. People can be weird sometimes. I still need to do something about those rocks falling in front of the door. Because apparently the door being a thing, it means you can still walk on top of it. That is so weird. So let's see what it's like to fight one of you. Fighting you, since we're only able to use regular attacks, is kind of like this. Well, Jenny's not going to be any help. But hey, she can still heal at the very least. Not too hard to take out. Daristrix being Daristrix certainly helps. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to give him a little bit more HP in that case. And you zigged right into me. Yeah, maybe I'll give him 120 HP. So that is that. What else do I need to do? I need to add a few more rocks to the edge of this. Except I can't put rocks there. Okay, let me think here. Move down 4. We'll say move down 4, and I'll adjust accordingly. Alright, this was a rock, this was a rock, that's not a rock, that's totally a rock. I'll just leave that alone though, because it can't move up. There's an event up. And this one also can't be moved up. That's okay. 4. Actually, with this going here, we don't need this event here, because it'll be blocking it anyway. Blocking the chasing one. Alright, that should do it. So with that taken care of, I need to kind of set things up outside the castle. We need to make our escape, which means that probably don't want the player to go back under the castle while it's all crumbly and stuff. So first thing I'm going to do here is set this up so that during this sequence, when the flames are not appearing, this bridge piece is no longer here. And going to set this up here so something else happens whenever we try to leave. I'm going to pan the camera up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Oh yeah, also want an intro event here when this is taking place, so that the panicky music is still going. So the camera moves up 5 spaces, and it's going to take over to this thing, which is going to move to the right 3, slowly, and then speed up. 6. The idea here is, when we get to this point, the camera's going to pan up above the party The rope is going to be moving off to the right like they're being carried away on the rope. Reason why I want the team off camera when this happens is because I can't actually have everyone be all sidle, especially not at the same time as the rope. It's not possible to move two different things at the exact same time. So a bit of eye trickery here to make the player imagine that they're still on the rope, even though in actuality the rope is going to be leaving them behind. So let's see here. Shift screen up 5, which takes over to this. And then from here, the camera's going to pan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to the left. So then, wait a moment. We'll just go ahead and have the background music quickly fade out. And we're going to have those explosions take place again. So let me grab those explosions. Change screen and swing it around because this is when the big explosion takes place. Big ol' explosion, effect, big explosion, not on the character. Actually I think I'm gonna need to create another event where this explosion needs to take place, because there's no option for having an effect take place in the center of the screen. So I'm gonna have to do that. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that after our third and final episode break of this stream. When we come back, I'll take care of that, and we're going to start working on the game's ending. Wow! It's been a long time coming.